Critics never got nothing nice to say, man.
Okay guys, let's start out with the outer barrel, the front half of the gun. Okay. It did come with this nice black flash hider, which had a set screw on the bottom under here. You can see that. I'll take that out for you. I'm sure you've got that nice set screw at the bottom, so you can put this, for the most part, any way you want to. Okay. It did come with your standard triangle sight. Right here, bayonet. Right, bayonet attachment point right here. Standard outer barrel. It's a 7-inch or a 14-inch. You can have your gun this long, which is basically from here forward, or you can have your gun from like here back. Okay, it's a nice short gun, compact. I really like that about it. To make up for some length a little bit on the end, I did put a crane stock, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, on my particular model, it did come with the standard M4 handguards that we all know and love. So as soon as this gun got here, the first thing I made sure to fit was my Magpul PTS handguards. Then we have a Magpul MVG on the bottom, which I really like. To the back half of the gun, we have a flat top rail with a flip-up sight on it, but that usually has it came with a CQB sight, which is basically just that part back. That's all a CQB sight is. I don't know why they call it. It's the same type of sight as a carrying handle. I don't know. I guess it's cut weight or something. But it did come with a 416 front sight, a flip-up front sight, CQB rear sight, carry handle, and this nice flip-up rear sight, which is actually very steady. It doesn't flip up with a spring, it clicks into place. No spring, so it's very nice. Adjustable for windage and elevation, which is nice. You don't see that a lot in the flip-up sight, but on this one you do, which is always nice to see. Okay. Then moving down a level, right in here, if you...
You know, the one thing I notice about critics, man, is critics never ask me how my day went. Well, I'ma tell them. Yesterday my dog died. A hog tied a hoe, tied her in the bow. So next time you blog, try to...
This is the punch out for the mag release. Then we have the bolt catch, which isn't there right now. I forgot to put it back in when I put my new barrel in, but we'll talk about that later. Doesn't serve a purpose on this gun, which it says it does, but like I said, we'll talk later. Trigger guard, selector switch, which clicks pretty decently. Not too great in semi, but into auto it clicks in very nicely. And a pistol grip that is thinner to emulate the real pistol, and obviously, or the rear rifle, and obviously you have your bolt release, dust cover, and charging handle, which I'll talk about in a minute too. I have some issues with that. Moving on to the front of the gun. Okay, we'll talk about this right now. Okay, these are where my problems with this gun begin. Okay, first of all, the charging handle doesn't always work. You gotta pull it just right, which is pushing it up a little bit and then pulling back up a little bit, not much. Okay, we do see a full metal hop-up system in there, which is nice to see, but whatever. I mean, KWAs are plastic and they're just as good. Warning logo, blah blah blah, bolt release, not bolt release, mag release. This is a full metal high capacity mag, which this gun is a little difficult. If you really slam it in there, it'll catch, but like a regular M4 where you just kind of push it in, You gotta really hit it on this gun for it to lock in tight. So I'm not a huge fan of doing to your gun because it hits the bottom of the gearbox, but you could probably easily fix that with shaving a little bit off of here or something. Okay. You have your forward assist, which does not function on this gun. Body pins right here. Trigger guard, I talked to that already. You have your pistol grip, which is actually very comfortable for that standard M4 pistol grip. Talk about the rear half of the gun. Start off here with the rear half of the gun. Full metal, blah blah blah. You have a G&G sling point. That is custom. It did come with just a standard butt plate, sling plate, which was no sling mount at all. This is plastic too. Whatever. Metal buffer tube. This thing does screw on and off, which is nice because then you can get really nice and tight buffer tube. G&G crane stock. You've seen that in my unboxings. Very solid build. It is still a little tight on this gun. One position right there. That's usually what I keep it in, is one or two. I'm a big guy. I'm 5'9", 140 pounds. I mean, I'm not a big guy, but I have very long arms. And even with this gun, I only like it on the second click. Because it's so tight and compact, you really want to have this gun tight to you, and it feels very nice when it's tight like that. This is a commercial grade buffer tube. Internals. Start on the front again. Okay. Okay. Internals starting up front. We have a MOSFET system, which is weird to see on a gun for this price. Inside you have a full metal gearbox. It's JG quality, so I bought this gun with the intentions of custom making this gun completely almost. I really just wanted the body. The body alone is probably about $125. Going to this side, I said you have a full metal hop up. It came with some crappy hop up bucking. One of those real thick ones. I threw a KWA hop up bucking in there because they're really good hop up buckings. KWA is known for the gas guns, but they are very good hop up buckings in the KWAs. And then just your standard 7-inch outer barrel for commando length, inner barrel for commando length. And that's pretty much it, guys. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this review. Peace.
Bit of flow. You wanna criticize, dog? Try a little more. I'm so tired of the socket blow. Fire in the hole. I'm fired up, so fire up the lighter in the drone. Better hold on a little tighter. Here I go. Flow's tighter. Hot-headed as Ghost Rider. Cold-hearted.